Hello and welcome back to HardReset.Info. In this video, I will show you some best optimization tips for speeding up your Samsung Galaxy A36. Let's begin! The first and most important thing that we want to do is simply going to our settings. In here we want to scroll down a little and we want to find device care. In device care, we want to wait for a moment, then go to memory, and inside the memory we will see that currently we have 2.5 gigabytes available of our memory. Though if we do a quick cleanup, we will see that we'll save a ton of our memory by just hitting this little button. And thanks to that, we'll now be able to use our phone more smoothly, since we just gained a lot more power. So now we can also go to RAM Plus and we can switch it to 8 gigs. RAM Plus works very easily. It basically takes your normal storage and it kind of transforms it to wannabe RAM memory. You don't really have to worry about specifics. I mean, only if you are wasting a lot of your memory on the device itself. But if you do have a lot of free one, then you can just enable RAM Plus. You can switch it to 8 gigs, though it does require you to restart your phone. So let's hit restart, and I'll be in here for a moment after the phone restarts. Okay, we are back after the restart, and if we go to the settings, and we can also just check our device care really quick, we'll see that we do have more memory thanks to the RAM Plus option. Though as you can see, it is already a lot of garbage here. This is because our Chrome is wasting a lot of our memory anyway. And speaking of Chrome, we can now talk about browsers, because they do also tend to slow your phone down. If we go to our current Chrome browser, we will see that we only have one page. However, sometimes we have a setting that basically makes it so every single page that we visit will just run in the background, so let's just say we did something like this, and let's try to be a typical older person that is using any phone, and now we have 21 tabs, for example, and actually I can make a nice reference if we go. Okay, so now we have 28 tabs, and now every single one of these tabs is wasting a little bit of memory. Now it's not a big amount, mostly because if we go here, we'll see that all of these are just empty Google pages, like they aren't very big, they aren't grand sites or whatever, but if you do have some very specific sites, they tend to add up, and in the end you won't be able to have, you won't just have that much RAM as you used to because of your browser. So we can press these 3 dots in the top right corner and simply hit close all tabs. We want to close all tabs and groups, and now every single tab is now cleared, which is good. But still, we are not done about the browsers, because cleaning your tabs is one thing, but using the browser itself is another. And I'm talking about specifically the Chrome here, since many people tend to use Chrome because it is, after all, the most popular browser in the whole world. Unfortunately, it is also known for notoriously running in the background and wasting a lot of your memory, a lot of your processing power, and a lot of your, time and well-being. You get my point. So it is advised, I advise you to consider switching your browser, because there are many better browsers in my opinion. For example, if you go to our Google Play Store, I don't know, let me think about 2. Well, we obviously have Brave here, Brave is incredible for using internet, as it has built-in everything. It saves your security, it saves your time, it saves you from the ads. It is really, really good. And the other good alternative to Chrome is the Firefox, as it is also an incredibly powerful browser that is not based on the Chromium, so it is not affected by most of the updates that Chrome is doing, which is also incredibly important for, using the website. Though there is still more. Let's say you were using the Opera. And the Opera is also pretty popular, especially the gaming option, like the Opera GX. Though this is just simply Opera browser, though they have added with AI for some reason, and we do have gaming browser with the GX. However, there is also a smaller version called Opera Mini. And it is basically the most bare bones browser there is. I do believe that Firefox has something similar, though I'm not sure completely. But many applications do have their Lite versions of themselves. And speaking of apps, we can now switch our focus from browsers to applications. Let's go to the settings. We can also click Optimize Now, so we can basically sleep without knowing that our phone is filled with garbage, but it is pretty good now. So let's go back to our settings and let's go into battery. In the battery, we want to scroll down a little and go to view details right here under battery usage. In here we can basically see which applications are wasting the most of your power. Currently these are not much. As you can see, I'm not a mobile gamer, I don't have any games on my phone. I'm not scrolling all the day on the TikTok or the Facebook. But you can see that if you would use your phone normally, then these percentages would go much higher. And using these percentages, you can basically see which applications are just wasting your processing power and in the end wasting your speed that you're not receiving because they take it first. We can fix that very, very easily by just leaving this, scrolling down a little. Scrolling up to background usage limits. And in here we can basically put some very problematic applications into sleep or into deep sleep. It is basically the same thing as turning them off, though they will still be on your disk, so it's not like you uninstall them, you just forbid them from existing when you're not using them. So one kind of app that I cannot stop thinking about is Facebook. Facebook is known for running in the background and basically wasting a lot of your time and energy. It still has to constantly update your feeds, your notifications, your friends, whatever. And we can put it to sleep. So if we go to sleeping apps, we'll see that sleeping apps will run in the background only occasionally, and updates and notifications may be delayed. So we could put Facebook here, though it still will run in the background occasionally, sure, but it will nonetheless. So instead, I will put it into deep sleep. As you can see, deep sleeping apps will never run in the background and may not receive updates or notifications. They'll only work when you open them. And this is perfect. This is exactly what we want. We can hit the plus icon and we can add any kind of application we want to use. Obviously, if I wouldn't advise putting some sort of messenger here or WhatsApp or other communicators, since you will just not receive anything from them. But Facebook, oh hell yeah, let's hit add. And now our Facebook is in deep sleep. We can sing him a lullaby, and after we leave this, we'll never see it again unless we open it manually, which is also incredibly good. And of course we could stay with that only, But still, I will want to show you how to disable the Facebook completely. And by disable, I mean uninstall it fully. So we can press and hold our Facebook here, and now we want to hit uninstall. We want to hit OK, and now the Facebook is gone. But okay, let's say you still want to use the Facebook. It's completely okay to use Facebook. I'm not judging. However, there is also a Lite version of it. Like we cannot forget that many applications, especially those popular ones like maybe not Snapchat, but WhatsApp, Messenger, Facebook, also Twitter. When Twitter was named Twitter, it also had a Lite version, but now it's X, so I doubt that it has one. But we can go to the Play Store, we can go to search, and we can type in Facebook. So as you can see, we want to search for Facebook here. We can see that similar app is available, and it is Facebook Lite. Take note that it is 2.6 megabytes, while normal Facebook is 85, and it is by default. Normally, when you're actually using the Facebook, you're logged in, the size of this application will grow enormously. So yeah, instead of using the normal Facebook application, we will use the Lite version, and I would advise you to do the same for any kind of other application that you might have on your phone. And also in the speeding up process, lastly, before talking about last result option, we can go to the settings, we can scroll all the way down, and in the all the way down, we want to go to, okay, not all the way down, to advanced features here, and game booster settings. And if you do want to have a nice game optimization, if you are a mobile gamer, that is, we can click it, and we can basically switch it from balance to battery saver, though it does depends. If you have an older device, I would advise you to switch to battery saver, so the game will run poorly, but your overall phone and the battery and everything else should stay intact. However, if you care only about full performance, then go here to the performance, make sure that it is set to 120 Hz. We can also go back to our display, and we can also check our not screensaver, I forgot where it was, motion smoothness, here it is. So currently it is set to adaptive, which is much smoother option, but once again you could want to switch from standard if you want to. But if you want to feel like your phone is smoother, then I would advise you to basically enable the adaptive function. However, let's say that you want to speed up a very, very old device, like it's barely existing, it's barely breathing, it's barely working, but you want to make it somehow work. And then if you still go through each step I just showed you, then there is an option that this just might not work at all. And in your situation, there is one last option. I call it the last resort option, because there is no coming back from it. And it is incredibly easy. All you need to do is go to the settings, scroll all the way down, go to general management, then go to reset. And lastly, we want to go and perform a factory data reset. This will reset everything from your phone. By everything, I mean obviously everything. However, it will make it so your phone might run a little bit smoother afterwards, since it will delete everything from its phone. Make sure that when you are actually going through the process of setting up your phone back, it might want to download some random garbage, some random bloatware. You want to make sure that it does not, and if it does, you want to remove it as fast as possible before it basically floods your phone with it. But yeah, I do hope you found this video helpful, and I do hope that after this video your phone will run a little bit smoother. So yeah, that's all. If you liked it, remember to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.